What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic night. Almost 10:30 here, and I am a little beat up today, not going to lie to you. And what a day it has been. Hope you're all doing well. Free agency day 2. I literally didn't get home till about like 9 o'clock-ish, and I was literally seeing the news because I missed everything today. I didn't miss anything. And I got to see it, and I was trying to make graphics for you guys, post stuff, and try to put this together quick. I put some graphics together for you. Gonna get to know the new players. Oh yeah, we got Woolen. Not sure if you knew. Let's go. So I'm pumped up. I'm excited. Hope you're all having yourselves a great night. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you hitting the like button, sharing, subscribing, all the things you're doing to support the channel. Cannot thank you enough. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Going to jump over here to the comments, and then we're going to get right into this stuff. And look, man, little G, happy birthday. And yes, you did. And still proud of you, man. Keep it up and keep doing it, bro. We got your back always. Duck, my man. My first appointment didn't go again. So now, yesterday or on Monday, you guys remember? Well, I just got dick bagged on that one. Today, I went to the meeting, and the meeting was great. The owner was there. It was a really good time, and I ended up staying 3.5 hours after talking to this guy. And just want to give a big shout out to Jacob. Dude's awesome. Gave me not only advice on work, but life. And it was just a really good conversation. So ended up being there forever. I drive home and I'm like, oh my God, Dom's going to be off the bus. Call him. He wants to go to the skate park. It's nice out. Take him to the skate park. And dude, run into my buddy Hoover, who I haven't seen in 20 years. So holy hell. I literally spent 3 hours talking to him at the skate park. So, dude, got home. I got to eat. That's as far as I've gotten. It is 10:30. I left my house like 9, I think, today. I was really excited for an appointment. And they're like, hey, sorry, the Leeds people or something was going on. And the Leeds guy was actually like the leader of the Leeds, whatever. He was in the meeting with the salespeople and the owner and all these people. And he was talking about, dude, just BS. And I just want to be like, yo, first off, F you, because on Monday, my first lead, you screwed me over. You're new people. I don't give a damn what your excuse is. So tomorrow you better hook it up. Oh, they hooked it up. Guess where my appointment is tomorrow? I don't even know. Cougarstown? Cougarstown? I don't even know what it is. 2.5 hours away, right under New York, east of Erie. I don't even remember what it was called, but I got the lead, and I'm like, wait, what? My first lead is at 6 o'clock tomorrow in this Cougarstown. And, look, I'm going to make a sale tomorrow. That's what it is.
308 Southeast Street. Your first stop is 308 Southeast Street.
Oh, don't listen to that. I don't know what Calcaterra is what it's called. Calcaterra. So that's weird. You guys are up there. Maybe we'll do an Eagle show together. Dude, we're going to get it tomorrow, bro. I'll have plenty of time on the ride home. I don't know. Maybe I could try to make a video while I'm driving, but I don't want to do that. Like like if I pull over, we could do something. But we'll see how tomorrow goes. See who we sign. But, hey, Jeff, dude, appreciate you tuning in. Bob, my man, let's go. Always happy to see you guys. I wasn't sure if you guys would be up. Long day for me. And sorry I ramble on about work there, but some of you have been keeping tabs on me. And Duck, my man, has been, there supporting me. And you guys, I can't thank you enough. And, well, I better make this effing sale tomorrow because I thought about it. I'm like, well, but the way gas is going up, I got to drive 5 hours tomorrow. So, Lord help me. But, we got this, dude. You guys have been supporting me all the way, and I'm going to run right through an effing wall. Let's go. So let's talk some birds, baby, but I appreciate all of your concern. Appreciate you all tuning in. Tate, my man, nice to see you. Been a minute. Bob, yes, I hear all Eagles news. Solid day 2, indeed. Hitting you hard? Yeah, dude, I'm about to get pissed. And I said to Chelsea, I go, look, I'm the new guy, so I know they're going to send me to that super far one. They want to see if I'm going to take it on, you know what I mean? And I'm going to take it on. I'm going to drive 2.5 hours, and the whole time I'm going to sit there, I'm going to lock in, I'm going to get ready. And I hope those people are ready to buy some mother effing windows, maybe a door. Let's F it and go. I got this. And it's really going to be on me. I'm going to be pissed if I drive all the way there, don't make a sale, and then have to drive 2.5 hours back of just pure being pissed. So we're going to make that sale tomorrow, dude. Yeah, Jeff, I don't know what it is. I always say, hey, I got my cougar at home here. Chelsea's not around for me, but she's 10 days older than me, if you guys. I always make that joke. But look, man, today was a good day, and your next car is going to be a Prius. Yeah, dude, I'm going to have to buy a little moped or something with the way gas is flying up. So they'll gotta help us. But let's talk about the birds, who got a little help today. And I know a lot of people are caught up on the negativity of yesterday and every offseason. It's all over. We lost everyone. I've gotten all of your messages, trust me. But let's take a gander. Yes, we have lost some players, but no, it is not anyone that we thought we weren't going to lose. There's no one here that we weren't like, oh yeah, this is it, man. Jalen Phillips was the only player here that we said could potentially come back. But with how well he played, and look, the way we do things, he's probably going to get outpriced. And sure as shingles, he did. Nakobe Dean, Reed Blankenship, we talked about it. Love them. They're Eagles. Yeah. They're gone. It's unfortunate, but we knew it was coming. Dotson, we knew he was gone. Pryor, didn't want him back. Sam Howell, didn't want you back either. So who cares? Kyle McCord, Terrace Marshall, practice squad guys. No one gives a damn. So let's go. But look, man, I think this team, we have a lot of free agents still out there. And, you know, as Luffy said there, want to get Goddard back. That's the one I talked about. I would happily bring him back because you need to sign a tight end. Draft a tight end, but you can definitely sign Dallas Goedert. And, well, we added one today, and we'll talk about that, bringing another one back. But there's still guys out there. And I think, you know, now that Toke just went to the Niners while I'm making this, obviously he's still there. But Ben Van Sumeren, someone I would bring back. Restricted, who cares, cheap, let him compete with Carson Steele, Cameron Latou. I would bring back Uche. You got to bring in more edge guys. I would draft one, bring him back, but you got to get more. Braden Mann, definitely bring him back, one of the better punters in the game. But there's some positivity to hold on to today. So if you got caught up yesterday, time to turn that frown upside down. Johnny Mundt, a blocking tight end. We got our wish. Cameron Latou, you can dabble a little at fullback, whatever you want to do, maybe. Who knows? Who really cares at this point? It's the offseason, but I care that they're bringing in competition. I know a lot of people, I don't like this guy. That's fine. Johnny Mundt can block. That is what he is brought here to do. And, well, Tariq Woolen, let's effing go. I can't stress enough how excited I am about this. Now, Tariq Woolen, we talk about one of the top corners. You got to get one of these guys. Sure, you could draft one. I definitely want you to. But let's go ahead and solidify this secondary. And obviously safeties are going to be a whole nother conversation. But looking at this secondary with Tariq effing Woolen in it. And last year, you know, well, he didn't do that well. He only started in 7 games. That's fine, dude. If you're going to look at that, that's perfectly fine. But he allowed only a half yard per coverage snap in man coverage last year. That's the fewest amongst outside cornerbacks. Also forced a 31.3% completion rate playing man in 2025. That's the lowest amongst corners. Got that from Next Gen Stats. And, dude, he had 12 pass deflections, 1 interception. You can look at the stats if you want. 54.2 completion percentage. That's good. Gave up 3 touchdowns. Okay, you don't want that. But, dude, that 4.26 speed at 6'4". And I know Kaylee Ringo's here, and we know what it's like to have a tall guy that has skill and can fall off. But this dude has shown way more promise. A 5th rounder back in 22 out of Texas, San Antonio. Only 26 years old, 6'4", 210. Put him up against some of those big-bodied boys. You got Mitch Coop, who can do whatever they please. Oh, I'm loving it. Drew Makuba at safety. And we'll see who we add throughout the rest of free agency and the draft. This roster is far from being done. But, my God, dude, Tariq Woolen is a Philadelphia Eagle, and I really just can't stress enough how insane that is. Let's go. Awesome. And, Johnny Mundt, yeah, if you look up his stats, you're not going to be jumping through the roof here or anything like that because, well, he's a blocking tight end. Only 9 catches, 111 yards. He had 3 drops. That's not good. But going to be his 10th year in the league. He's 31. Out of Oregon, dude, again, we've talked about this over and over. You got to have a tight end that can block, and we're running Grant Calcaterra out there, who is a receiving tight end. So you bring in the blocker, and, we've talked about this. You're going to re-sign players, you're going to do things, but Howie is not going to overspend. He is not going to, just because you lose guys that we knew we were going to lose, just because people don't understand the cap, or how they draft a year before and know when these things are coming, just because these people don't. I've seen reporters saying it, and I've called them out. If you've seen me, I've seen a couple of you liking that stuff. But just because you don't understand how things work isn't an excuse that the Eagles are going to be bad next year. Just because you think the season starts tomorrow and you don't know that the Eagles literally know what they're doing. Howie Roseman is very aware these players are going to leave, and that's why he's already drafted their replacements. Has plans in place to get free agents, draft this year. Well, surprisingly enough, we're allowed to do that too. Plenty of months ahead before we even start this season. So, okay. I feel like I'm living in the twilight zone with this stuff. It just keeps continuously happening. So it sucks. But hey, thank you, Jeff. I do my best, dude. And I'm sorry that this job is going to be insane. We're trying to get you information. Like tomorrow, I'm not even going to be leaving these people's house. And if I'm making a sale, probably not till like 9. So I'm not getting home till like midnight. So I'm going to have to pull over on the side of the road, just make a quick video with you guys or something. But my thoughts, you just heard there on Reek, big fan. A lot of great guys in the draft we'll talk about. We're just gonna keep adding, man. Big Sean, the plan is to stay on pace, and that's what we're doing here. See, a lot of people get confused by the media every single season for all the years that I've done this. I see people get locked up. They think that we're one of the trash teams that has to go out and sign everyone on day one, and that's just not who we are. And there's been times where we're going to make a splash or do something, but Eagles don't have to do anything. We're good, and I'm going to show you stuff here in a second that'll show you why I feel that way. And it's not that I'm like of the mindset that this is the roster, because that's what the media and a lot of these casual people are saying. Oh, season's over. Well, it just actually started. Oh, tomorrow. Tampering is right now. Like the season didn't even start because you saw Max Crosby trade. It happens, man. Old Frank Gordon. Well, actually, they screwed them, but good tight end added indeed, Bob. I'm all about it. Mundt pickup is great. I'm all about it, man. Tate, I really like the addition. We've talked about adding a blocking guy, so hell yeah. And a lot of great dudes in this draft we will be talking about here coming up in a couple weeks. We trade Ringo. I doubt anybody would want him, but we talked about it. He's a young guy with some skills, so maybe you convince him, hey, you got a special teams ace here that has a lot of talent, whatever you got to get. Maybe you get a late round pick. But if not, you save money by cutting him if you want. It is what it is. So we'll see. Like Ringo on special teams. Oh, yeah, I definitely wouldn't put him at safety, but he's good at specialties for sure. Tell us your number one today. I don't want anything, man. I just want Howie Roseman to be the GM of the Eagles, and well, I have that. So I get to be comfortable all the time. I don't get caught up with that stuff out there because I'm very aware what cap we have, what draft picks we have, and I'm about to show you guys that stuff. So I didn't do the cap stuff. Obviously, I show you guys that stuff every year, and every time we do it in free agency, I stopped. I remember I'll do it after like day 3 because there's so many moves happening that, and I obviously didn't have time to do that today. So I'm glad we have been doing it that way. But just like with the draft, I used to make those videos pretty much almost every other day, and like nobody was watching it. So it was like, all right, dude. So now we kind of, spread it out, but it also works out better for me, and it gives people a better idea. So they're not freaking out. People don't need to freak out. Like on day 2 of tampering, the season starts tomorrow. So we don't have to freak out. We just got Tariq Woolen. So I would say be excited because him with Coop and Q. Oh, yeah. Let's go, Brandon. Hell yeah. Ringo at safety, I would not put him back there. Definitely not something I would do. It's my opinion, but he would be horrible in Vic Fangio's scheme, that's for sure. Maybe in a different defensive scheme, he could be a box safety. I wouldn't put him as a deep safety. That's not going to happen. But in this defense, you got to be interchangeable. Like your safeties have to be good in coverage and run stopping, all of it, dude. And that's why we talk about Reed Blankenship. Like, hey, love you, man. Cool. Yeah, but I don't care if he's gone. We got to improve there, man. And we did that with Makuba last year. So we knew it was coming. We replaced him. Now you go ahead and you missed on Sidney Brown. So you go ahead and replace that this year. So all about it. And Sid could be a good special teamer. Maybe he continues to develop. But as I've said, if he's starting, oh, God help us. But and Duck, I appreciate you, man. Oh, I'm not gonna drive and do that. But I was telling Chelsea I might have to pull over and like just kind of stay awake. So it might actually help me if I do just make like a quick video, get pumped up about the Eagles with you guys, an hour into the drive. That way, get pumped up and give me that last hour and a half of energy I need. So we'll see how she goes. Hopefully, I'm going to be jumping through the wall. Made my first sale. Let's go. But it could go either way. Either way, chin up. We're going to dominate here, just like the Philadelphia Eagles are about to do. But before we keep going with these comments, I'm getting lost in them. Just give me 1 second. I want to show you this stuff before get drifted out. But we did bring back Calcaterra, as alluded to. But he can't be your, one of your top guys. I don't mind him as depth competing here, but God, he's continued to improve. I think he's been getting it worse than he needs to, but dude can't block. So, that's what Mundt is for. But if it's Mundt and Calcaterra, you got Latu here too, and Bell and Jenkins competing. But yeah, go ahead and add in the draft, please. But remember, we also extended Jordan Davis. We restructured Michael Carter II. So again, Howie is not sleeping here. It's just people don't know how any of this stuff works, so they're really confused. And remember the reserve future signings that we had. So these are all the guys that we have signed that will be here in this offseason competing. So we've already made a lot of moves. Now I want to show you, I've changed the depth chart, got rid of all the free agents, now showing you the free agents we've added and where the roster stands. So you can decide for yourself, don't have a third quarterback. Oh, only have 3 running backs, 1 fullback there. You see how it goes now. Calcaterra obviously shouldn't be the starter at season, so you got to add someone there. But Mundt, he's going to help out. Latu, Jenkins, Bell, as I mentioned. And, Pryor, he just left to the Cardinals, so that's fine. You've still got a lot of young guys here that are going to be competing for jobs. So I still think you look in the draft for sure on the offensive line, tight end, receiver. So there's a lot of great positions that have a lot of great players. And I keep hearing the lazy phrase, this isn't a deep draft. It's like, hey, man, if you don't know how to scout players, just say that. But, there's good players if you know what you're looking for. So I'm excited. And I think that, Howie's excited and should be, and the rest of the gang there. We're going to smoke them, dude. Obviously, we need to add pieces, but literally what the offseason is for. I don't know where that confusion comes from. But that's what you do. You're literally adding people. But look at that, baby. Q Mitch, Tariq, and Coop. You got to be kidding me. I cannot wait to see this, dude. I really cannot wait to see this. We were talking about this yesterday. I'd love for Ja'Cory Bennett to figure it out, or Mac McWilliams stepping up, but God, you got to go out here, get a veteran piece to add with these kids that are already playing at an elite level. And there you go. You got to get somebody to replace Sid, but other than that, man, your starters are fine. Nolan Smith and Jalen Hunt, people could sleep on them and try to trade them all they want. I love them. You guys know how much I wanted Jalen Hunt in that draft. I wanted Nolan Smith too. So I'm not going to sit here and follow those narratives, man. All you got to do is add depth to it. You add a young piece that could be potentially a starter, then you've got yourself a unit. You got yourself, clearly, depth is something you need to have at edge, and you've got yourself some holes to fill, but I think they'll do that in free agency. Again, it doesn't even start till tomorrow, technically. Yeah, you got time, I promise. So they're going to sign people. I know it's not all the top names on the first day, but there's still top names out there, and there's still plenty of talent. So, Max Crosby, whatever's going on with there, I'm sure people will bring that back. Oh, I heard from Ricky Two Legs or whoever, Max Crosby for Jalen Hurts or whatever is going to be made up by them tomorrow. And that sucks. That that trade didn't go through because now we have to hear that stuff again. But yeah, they're gonna keep making stuff up, hopefully until I don't know. They won't stop. We'll never get away from it. But who cares? Let them make stuff up. We're gonna lock in and be excited for what we do have. Now, need a punter, need a long snapper. So probably go ahead and add that in free agency. Braden Mann, bring him back. Don't care about long snapper. Charlie Hugh, that is, if you want to bring him back. But I don't know what else. There's not much left. So if you're looking in the draft for long snappers, or you're going to just get an undrafted kid or whatever, then okay, whatever. But going to need help there. And I'd like to see that return game also improved. So that would be nice. But we got the picks to do it, baby. 9 picks coming up at this draft. 23, 54, 68, 98, 122, 137, 153, 178, and 215, baby. Let's go. Now you know how he's going to be trading up, trading down. We might have 6 picks. Then we might have 12. Then we're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do you appreciate? That's Howie Roseman. So I'm excited for the draft. I hope you're excited for the draft. But we still got free agency right now. I know a lot of people acting as if it is over. Tis not. As you can see by the addition of Tariq Woolen. Oh, let's go. How do you guys feel about it? Because I know I'm ready to run through a wall. I saw that. Gave out a nice big build of, oh, yeah. Cannot believe it. Let's effing go. But jump back. Try to catch where the drift is at. Is AJ gone? Probably. But after June 1st, as I continue to say, wouldn't make sense to really take on that dead money. I don't know where people, whatever. Maybe he is gone before that, but I definitely think he could go. Just like I told you guys, my source told me last night, he definitely doesn't want to be here. So we'll see. We're going up how he gets. Yeah, exactly. But we're not going to just trade him for whatever. And like I told you, they'd have to pull out some pretty intricate stuff to try to make that work, to take on that dead cap. Again, it's possible. You can. I showed you how to do it with the cap. I just don't know that I would. But if it's that bad, okay. But, dude, I just let him sit out. Take your fines, whatever, dude. And then we're going to trade you after June 1st. But I don't know, man. We'll see. Does Emmanuel McNeil Warren? Well, we'll get into all that draft stuff when that draft stuff comes, my friend. Where else do you see us adding positions? Oh, all over those places I was just saying. Sorry, I'm just getting over to this stuff now. So we'll see. Jackson was good down the side. Yeah, Tariq Woolen was a great addition, man. Yeah, Calcaterra, no way. Good, great players in the line. Yeah, well, we got a damn good offensive line. It's got to be healthy. Tiffany, appreciate you tuning in. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with all this. It's been a really long day for me. But, yeah, there's a lot of players I like in this draft, and I will get into that when we get into the draft for sure. BG coming back. He said he wanted to. I would not bring him back. Let him rest. Hey, I love BG. I love BG. You got to get youth there. You can't use that. Oh, we got BG. Yeah, we need more than that, dude. Bennett and Ringo are more handsy than PUS kids. Yeah. Well, Bennett came in there, dude, and I was really heartbroken to see that because he played really well for the Raiders, and I had really high hopes for him. I really thought he could be that other starter because I told you, I did not think it was Kaylee Ringo. I was not sure that Adoree Jackson could be that guy. And then we saw the first couple games, and I thought we were in hell. I did not want any of that, dude. So when we got Bennett, it was okay, maybe, and he'll find the system. And we talked about it. Maybe this offseason he tries to figure out the system. But, well, now you got Tariq Woolen, dog, so best of luck to you. I can't wait to see, dude, this competition. But Tariq Woolen's going to be that starter. So I'm pumped up. But BG in our back pocket, yeah, that was something. One of you was talking with I the other day, and we were saying about you. They asked me the same thing you did, and we talked about, yeah, anything happens, hey, just phone call away, buddy. But don't make them go through all this stuff again in the off season. I don't think you need to do that. But love the man, I do for sure. Gotta rewatch. Hey, if you do, let me know how you feel. Yeah, we talked about the kicker during that free agent show the other day. I showed you all the kickers that were available, and obviously of the notion that you should bring a little competition. But hyped indeed, Tiffany. I'm ready to run through a wall. Chris, my man, go effing birds. Yo, Eagles girl, appreciate you. All you sickos that are tuning in here. And a role in the office, dude, he could, and I'm sure he's going to want to be a coach of some sort or trainer. He'll do something. He'll be there, dude. I promise you. I love BG just as much as the next, and I'm actually one of the original BG fans, if you guys have ever heard my story, I tell you, that was the last jersey my dad got. My brother actually got it for him as a gift. But don't like Michigan, like Brandon Graham. But a lot of people, treated him like they treat pretty much every Eagles player. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, you name it. Lane Johnson, they've wanted to get rid of them all. Jason Kelsey. It's been brutal being an Eagles fan, and it's way beyond just these past few years, trust me. But the media, it was usually just them. But now we have so much social media and stuff that stuff spreads. So now all the fans talk like that. Now everybody hates the Eagles, and it's like, dog, not the diehards, not the sickos. Just stop giving us a bad name. I'm sorry. I don't usually try to take a drink during the show, but I've literally been talking for like 27 hours straight, I feel like, today. Woo! Howie Roseman, true wizard. Young kickers or something, kicking 60. Yeah, dude, there's some guys that can bomb it, bro. So you want to bring in, then that's what we talked about. You don't have to bring in a free agent, one of these old asses. Bring in a young kid. Really show him. Because you bring in a veteran, it's like, hey, we're just pushing you. And with his contract, it's like, I think what you do is you bring in a young kid and an undrafted kid, whatever. Maybe you find a diamond in the rough there and just push him, dude, and show him, like, dog, your job is on the line, and we're looking for a new kicker if you suck. And at the same time, I try to look at all the, injuries and things like at long snapper and what's been going on there, where you saw the difference when he had Charlie Hewlett, like he was perfect on kicks, and then when he had other dude, he was Adamitis, was it? Cal Adamitis, I think it was. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know, man. I love Jake, but if you're going to start sucking, and you've seen it with some of these dudes, man, like, if they're going to fall off, bro, they kind of just fall off. You know what I mean? Like, there's no coming back half the time. At least that's how I feel. I've seen, and I love my dog, old Jakey boy, but man, I don't know, dude. But that's why we talked about it. Sorry. That's why we talked about it during that show, man. I just feel you got to bring in competition. The way he played last couple of years, there's just been times like that. But I really don't like talking about A.J. Brown. That's the one downfall of having a source. Because half the stuff I want to tell you what he said, and then the other half I just want to go punch some. No, we don't want violence. I'm not saying that. I just don't like how certain people act. We talked about that all last year. Don't like that. Don't like that. You sure do. And that's why you sickos are here. You bleed green, and that's all I ask. And I love all of you. I hope you know that. And we're going to get through this offseason with all the chaos they're going to throw at us. That's fine. I'm going to get you right through it. But still love Akers. Oh, man. Big Akers fan. I got one of my favorite memories from an Eagles game is actually because of David Akers, because it was so epic. If you guys remember, if you're old enough, it's not that long ago, but Eagles Raiders, it was the T.O. versus Randy Moss game. And I was at the game and I was sitting behind the goalpost. It wasn't actually a very entertaining game, to be honest with you. It was all right. But the cool part was the beginning of the game, David Akers came out and he had been like banged up the week before or something, but he still tried to play. And on the opening kickoff, it was like a little flopper and he was definitely hurt. So he didn't kick for the rest of the game. And I believe it was Mark Siminow came out. Was it? Because we had a tight end that did it too at the time. I think it was Mark Siminow. He came out, our linebacker, if you guys remember him, came from the Falcons. I'm pretty sure it was him. He was kicking the whole game, and it was just like, only a couple times he tried, and it was atrocious. So didn't do that. Well, at the end of the game, we get in field goal position, and all of a sudden, who comes hobbling out? David Akers comes back into the game, dude, clearly hurt, and was hurt last week, like not good, and kicks the game-winning field goal. And I'm sitting right there, like watching it come, and it like hits in that, dude. That was one of the most a kicker. You know what I mean? Like, people always give kickers hell, but dude, Akers is my dog, man. When that happened, I was such a happy little shit, man. That was a cool memory, and I can put myself right there, man. and watching that play happen. It's a great time. Yeah, we talked all about that. Tiffany Mann he got to come back for sure. What happens with the AJ Brown issue? We will make it work or mitigate. Well, what's going to happen is they're going to get rid of him if the right price is at. That's what's going to happen. And I don't want it to. I've told you since last year when they started saying he was going to get traded. I said he's literally going to get traded now because all of our fans, all of our media just trash this dude. And he's got bad mental health issues. So, like, when you get attacked every day by Eagles fans, how much you suck and hate you because you're friends with Jalen Hurts and just the stuff they were doing last year, you know, Diana Rossini and all these reporters and experts making up that he was leaving. And he was just like, what the fuck? And none of it happened. And then they kept doing it all this past year. And just the last couple of years, it's just they've been trying to break us apart because they know we're a juggernaut. So I said, man, don't let the media and casual fans ruin this dynasty we're building. And I think we're watching with our own eyes this fan base and media has truly destroyed this team. And that sucks, dude, that this dude hates our fan base and media so much that he wants to leave. And that's what I'm being told, that he's just tired of it, man. To be trashed after you win a Super Bowl, for people to still hate you like that, like that's got to be rough, man. So, you know me on this show, I like to try to treat people that are humans like humans. And I know they make millions of dollars, but don't be mad at them that they went out and were able to do that, dude. Like you would do it too if you could. So I still like treating them like humans. I'm not big on, like, you know, always trying to mess with these dudes that have mental health. You saw what happened with Rondale Moore. So, it's sad to see that he wants to be out of here so badly now. And I know he puts on a good front and says stuff, but, you know, at my source, dude, it sucks hearing stuff like, man, dude, like the fact that we had something so special and everybody's just throwing it away because they're offended that the media is lying to them and all these things aren't happening. And now it's his fault that they don't happen. And it's like, well, dude, stop following people that make stuff up all the time, dude. I don't know, man. It sucks. But it's going to continue to happen in today's world. You're going to lose a lot of players and people because they don't want to deal with whining, like, weak fan bases. And it's like, we don't want to become the new Cowboys, dude. Like, and that's what we're all watching in front of our eyes. And it's like, oh, man, like, we're going to be the laughing stock. And it's like, that sucks. I'm going to continue to be a diehard fan and love my team. I'm going to support them because that's just how I am. I'll always bleed green. Not big on the bandwagon, only root for them when they're winning stuff. But to each their own. Just saying, you know, don't be surprised when good players don't want to come here because it's like, ooh, they won a Super Bowl and their fans and media still hated every single one of them and trashed them every week. Like, what the I wouldn't want that. I know that much. So it makes sense. It sucks, though, because I really didn't want that. I thought keeping him would be a great idea to have a great receiver, but a lot of people don't feel that way. So, yeah, we can go back to the Todd Pinkston days and people can really see what it's like. But, But I didn't have my first client today. Didn't have one again. I got to go to, what do we call it? Cougarsport? I think it's like Countersport or something. It's like 2.5 hours away tomorrow for my first one. Wish me luck. Better make a sale. So, but no, it was being patient here. But who's going to take the dead money? Oh, we take the dead money. Dead money is for us. That's been the whole point when I show you all those videos. Why you wouldn't want to do that. So after June 1st is when you would want to do it, as I will continue to repeat. That's just how I would do it. Hard place to play. Media is toxic. Yeah. Very toxic media and fans that just don't like being good. And that sucks because I grew up when they were bad. And I've actually really enjoyed these past few years being good. So to see people want to go back to poverty sucks. It's like, I'm telling you, you want that, but it's like the Nazis that we got going on in this world today. They think they want to catch this ass, and they don't. And it's like, dog, I'm telling you, be careful what you wish for. And, well, getting rid of, they're trying to trade Jalen Carter. They're trying to push him out of town now. AJ Brown, they were trying to with Jalen Hurts. They don't want us to win Super Bowls. And the media, they love that shit. They hate us. So they're going to push that to all the fans. And if you're going to be casual about things and listen to them, it's going to not be good for us that really actually like the Eagles. So please stop. That'd be great. Please. please. But for a dude that struggled with mental health, it's a rough place. Yeah, man. It sucks because, you live in a world and it's like people, there's like, I care week and I might care month or whatever. And it's like people, like if people actually cared, like, could you imagine what we could do for people? But that's not the world we live in. And I'll keep trying. And I always extend my hand to all of you every single show because I mean it. You ever need a friend? I know the chaos of this world. And I know how people treat people like AJ Brown that do have issues. And when you're open about it, they are going to come for you. And so it's okay, man. And I'm always open with you guys. I want you to be open with me and understand that you always have someone to talk to. Don't be afraid of people that are miserable, dude. It's sad that they go after AJ like that. I remember when all those top content creators were going after him last year for, what was it? Because he was friends with Jalen Hurts, and they were mad. Like, how can you be friends? And it's like, what are we talking about, dude? Like, to be that weak and feeble is got to be embarrassing. Like, dog, you're making us look worse than Cowboys fans. Like that, ugh. Stay just after them. He has been, man. And I think, he's done all he can, and then you see the debacle last year. It was like, great, dude. But very sad. Yeah, WIP, all that stuff. As I always tell you guys, I don't know how people ever have listened or watched that stuff, but more power to you that do. I used to hear that stuff when I was a kid, and it pushed me to just be like, yeah, we got to not listen to that. You guys know my story. On my deathbed, and I created this because, I ain't going out like this. We ain't letting Eagles fans look like clowns. It's gotten worse, but luckily I've been able to teach all of your favorite content creators and media people how the cap works, how you're supposed to draft, what positions actually are in a Vic Fangio defense, simple things that they just don't grasp. So we are making some headway here. We are changing the game. We are getting people to start understanding football, but it's still pretty rough out there. We're listening to people that have never even picked up a football. So it's like, you're getting these really, and they're just like, well, all these people get pissed off and give me all this money and likes and comments if I just make stuff up. So they just keep making stuff up and everybody keeps just feasting on it. And then they're mad at me when they're like, you won't repeat this stuff that someone made up. And it's like, well, no, I wait for actual news. And then when it doesn't happen, then it's my fault too. Well, it was going to happen, but then you didn't. Yeah, then it did. And it's like, okay, I don't even know what's happening right now. Like, sure. Quality of the roster, draft base, everything you're saying. Yeah, exactly, Brandon. It's sad, dude. We are sitting pretty, man. And I literally, dude, I've seen bad. And I'm telling you, if you listen to my brother, when my dad was around, my pop, they're going to tell you, you ain't seen shit. We ain't seen bad teams. And I've seen 4-12. I've seen bad, and I've watched bad teams, dude. But this is awesome. Like, to be in Super Bowl, to win 2 of them in 7 years, to be in 3 of them in that time. Like, what? I waited all the way until I was in like a senior in high school. Then I had to wait 13 or whatever years later. You know what I mean? It's just like 30 years of my life to even see one. You know what I mean? So that sucks. We got a spoiled world now. Love AJ, but he wants to leave. Yeah, man. That's why I said you can't have poison in the locker room. But my whole point is you can't trade him right now. Everyone keeps saying we're trading him and Jalen Carter for Max Crosby or whatever they're making up out there today. It's always something different. To me, I can tell it's made up because they don't even understand what the cap is. Like, I try to ask them about the dead cap and stuff, and they're just like, weird. I don't. Now they say words like dead cap or cap space, and they like take my numbers, but I always ask them to explain, how'd you get that? What are you doing there? Do you understand what dead cap is, or do you understand anything? And it's usually just a whole of, no, I'm just taking your work because I'm a moron. So yeah, but dude, you can't have a poison here. It's going to spread. So again, if it's, and the fans and the media are going to be relentless with him. They're going to, they'll be sending kill yourself every day. You know, they're going to be sending death threats. All it's egging his house. It's going to be bad, bro. So he might want to run as fast as he can. So maybe that's why they're trying to figure something out before June 1st, before something bad happens. So post June 1st designation trade. No, you can't post June 1st designated trade, but you can wait till after June 1st. And, you know, it's obviously a long time, but you've got the draft at the end of April. you go get a receiver, and then you're like, hey, okay, I don't feel so bad. You sign one in free agency, then you feel a little bit better about doing that. You don't want to, and you don't want to take on any dead money or get rid of a really good player. But if he's being a little biatch, nothing you can do about it. But he is, players are human too. And that's what I try to remember. When I get mad at him because I'm an Eagles fan, I try to think about the fact that, I got mad at them all last season. And I've been mad last couple of days just hearing this stuff. And I get pretty pissed off about it. But it's like, I have to circle back and realize, like, hey, man, he's a human. And would you want to be one of the best at your job? And it be not your fault that the offense sucks. And sure, maybe there's some lackadaisical effort, but the whole team's ass. And again, I was pissed and it's no excuse. But my point is, you can see it. It is weighing on him. And it just continuously, man, if you're going out there doing all you can and people still. So, Tate, I really hope he stays. And he's fun to watch. So if these guys want to go watch some Todd Pinkston tape and come back to me and tell me if that's what they want to go back to, oh, we sure can. But I don't want to. The coach I hear, that's pretty much what everybody brings up that's older than me. The rich coach, let me tell you. And so, dude, Ray Rhodes, I've seen shit, trust me. But I want you to understand that we don't have to be like the media. And, those people just want to be miserable, bro. Let them. But Ravens rejected. Yeah, man. Wouldn't mind trading for Brian Thomas. No, I don't think it's for health, actually. They said that it was just kind of, I don't really know the exact details, but they're saying if it wasn't for health, like, because health, okay. But it sounded like they're just getting cold feet. So, that'd be crazy. Wouldn't mind trading Brian Thomas. I don't know. I would give up a 7th rounder maybe, but he was ass last year. Even when he got healthy, and he's got the talent. But over the years, I've learned that, look, the right system could change anybody. That's the great part. But if somebody's already showing you their attitude about just not being into it, if he's doing exactly what A.J. Brown's doing, not at that level, and he's not in a market where he's going to be seen like that, and everyone obviously hates the Eagles, so of course it's going to be heightened. But, I don't know, man. I like the talent, the promise that was there, but I saw what he did last year, and it's crazy after the year he had before that. So, again, maybe just a down year, new system, new change of life, right? Gives him that drive to come out and do something. Okay. So maybe that's a possibility, but I'm not giving up much for him. I'm definitely not trading A.J. Brown for Brian Thomas. I mean, you give me a 1st-round pick, Brian Thomas, and like a 3rd rounder, and then a 4th rounder in the next year. But, not straight up. But, I mean, I'm all about kicking the tires. Howie's always going to do that. So I'm always going to be okay with that, right? So, I wouldn't mind it, Luffy. I'm not giving up big because if you couldn't tell, I had some personal feelings behind that. So, dude, I won my fantasy league with Chamire DK, and I don't even remember who else. That's how bad it was. Brian Thomas, you son of a... But anyways, AJ Kabla, I wish you could do, but it's probably really hard when you've got just thousands upon thousands of people trashing you every day, as much as they can. So, I mean, these guys are human and they're young too. So I assume they're probably using social media a lot. And when they do, it can't be good to just see people that you work your ass off for do that. He was already there, man. Before I started the show, you saw it on that graphic. For those of you who missed the show, the earlier part, I'll show you some of these graphics put together for you in case you missed it here. But here were the players that are all gone now. Now, again, Kyle McCord, Terrace Marshall, they were on our practice squad. So I always include those just in case you're wondering where people are, where they went. But you see Hal McCord going new places. You got Dotson and Marshall and then Pryor. And then on defense, you lose an edge, a linebacker, and a safety. But again, nothing surprising here. And talking about the additions, Tariq Woolen, Johnny Mundt, blocking tight end. And I also gave you the graphics for them, as I usually do for all new players. We discussed their game, how they fit, why I'm excited. One of the top outside corners in the game. Can't wait. Johnny Mundt, great blocking tight end. He's not a receiver. He can try, but yeah, excited to have a blocking tight end. You bring back Calcaterra, Jordan Davis gets a deal, Michael Carter we talked about, and we still have a plethora of tight ends. Talked about Goddard. Love to have him back, but we'll see what goes down here. Love to have, I think, all right, I'll go through for you quick. Goddard, Fred Johnson, Ben Van Sumeren, Uche, and Mann. That's who I would want back. That's my handful of players. The rest, eh. So, and Toth, while we were on the show, went to the 49ers. And if anything else happened in the process here, I have not looked at my phone other than to check with my source here and talk with this other dude I'm talking to. But, yeah, you guys let me know if anything happens because I'm in the dark here and I got a lot to do. But luckily, my appointment isn't until later tomorrow. But as I told you, in Narnia. So, but here's the offense, what it looks like as of right now. Remember, the season starts tomorrow. Try not to lose your mind like the media tells you to. Tariq Woolen with Q, Mitch, and Coop. Can't believe it. Oh, my God. Then on the special teams, gonna need old Braden Man back, bringing a long snapper, bringing somebody who can return at a high level, and I'm a happy man. So, got my wish list. We've talked about it countlessly for months here, and in the past couple of weeks, I put out as much as I can. You can go check out the older ones, but most of those guys are probably gone. So, tomorrow, the way it's going to go, I am obviously going to be on the move. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to try to get together a list, but by the time I get home, it's going to be completely different. So I've been trying to really think about what I could do. I think I'm just going to have to try to make it from my laptop. Like I'll pull over at Sheets or something when I get gas and I'll put the laptop up. We'll talk about what that went down today. I won't be able to have like crazy graphics or anything like that with me. I'll try to do what I can for you. But yeah, it's I'm going to be on the road tomorrow. So we'll see how she plays out, right? But I got to get rolling here, guys. I really appreciate every single one of you tuning in. Joe, I did not even figure out the cap because they just signed someone, let someone go there. That's how it goes. And as every year, I will wait till after day 3 to even try to look at it myself because I don't care. They're going to continue signing and doing things that are going to move it around. And I used to make videos every single day, but then I'd get like 10 views. And it was like, man, people don't like knowing every single thing they ever could know about the Eagles. So I had to tone it down a little bit. And I just don't have the time to do that. If I'm not making a lot of money off it, I can't be, you know what I mean, spending every second doing that. So I had to tone it down a little bit. I'd love to be able to just sit here and do accounting and all that stuff. But my hours are now spent trying to make this job right. And what little free time I do have with family and trying to make these shows for you. So as I told you guys, this offseason, it's going to be me doing things at a much lesser level, but it's still me. And I'm still going to give you my thoughts and everything I can. And I'm still going to keep you more updated than anybody else could. So I'll do that. But the unfortunate part you see with free agency, usually it's every single position we have broken down already before free agency started. And I told you every single position who I like. This year I just gave you, here's the top 20 at each position. Here are my favorite. It's just kind of how the draft's going to be. I'll obviously try to give you my guys as we do every year at the draft. And then we obviously work our way into my guy, the number 1 pick for me. And I know one of you said something about starting the streak back up. Don't even make me think about the streak. I'm never going to be able to predict who we draft for 5 years in a row. I don't see. Okay, I can, right? Let's do that again. I'm going to do my best, guys, but we got to go for number 1 here first. So I'm going to try to do at least like, I want to do each position. I do. My heart wants to, but I might just have to do like the offense, the defense, and show you like other work from the internet. Like show you, hey, these are the top guys at this position, and then here are my favorites. So I don't have to make, because you guys know how dedicated and nuts I am, a sicko, during the offseason because I put a lot of stuff in, man. Like a lot. So I don't know that I'll have that time. I will try. Who knows? Maybe some of these appointments I'll have some free time and I start banging them out. I don't know. Bear with me. Either way, you're still going to get all the information you always do, and I'm going to keep you up to date and keep you calm. Howie is at the helm, I promise you. We don't have to lose our minds. But Goddard price went down. I don't know about that. Just a lot of these guys will sign on the first day tomorrow, but a lot of tampering goes down. It's just a lot of people just want it all to happen in a day, but just that's not how it goes. 3 to 4 huge starts ago. No, we didn't. Free agency is what happened. See, every year players are signed to contracts, and when those years are up, they're allowed to sign with other teams. It's called a free agent. So there's this period we're in right now called free agency, where these players are allowed to sign wherever they want. Now, if a team has already drafted the replacement or knows they need to head in a different direction because this player's getting older and is going to cost more, a lot of these factors. So every offseason, this happens. Every single one of them, actually. And every year, a lot of people get confused about why Howie Roseman's doing his job and understanding how things work. But that's literally his job, and that's what he is always going to do. So I know a lot of people were confused about why all the things we talked about for months that were going to happen happened. But, well, they were going to happen. And that's just kind of how I don't know where the confusion comes from. But thank you, media. Thank you. But Duck, my man, appreciate you. Bob, my dude, hell yeah, go Birds. And I appreciate you, Tiffany, all of you. And Bob, I'm going to sell the hell out of them windows because I got a 5-hour drive. And I wonder if gas is cheaper there. I should look that up tomorrow because that's going to cost a lot of gas. So, but I love you guys. Hope you're all having yourselves a great night. Indeed. Appreciate you, my man. And Chris, thank you. Hopefully tomorrow all goes well and this person doesn't try to cancel on me while I'm 2 hours into my drive or some bullshit, because someone just told me that story today and I was like, I swear to God, if that happens, I'm coming to your house and you're getting that appointment regardless. But dude, nope, all good vibes, prayers that you got for me, send them my way. I really appreciate you. I do. I can use all the help I can get at this moment. And now that it's been day 3 and waiting for that first appointment, that'd be great. So I need it all. Give it to me, guys. But well, if you draft well and you develop them and you pay them, which we like to do here, they stay. But if you have your other players that you got to pay more importantly, that's just an unfortunate part of the business. So that's why when you see these guys getting a little bit older or on their second contract or whatever it is, you draft someone that year before. You see it all the time. The Nolan Smith, the Drew McCoupa, these things are coming. So the media might be confused about it, but luckily you guys aren't, because I make shows for you every single off season that prepare you for every single one of these. The Create Cap Space shows, the Free Agent Stay or Go show. All of that information is always readily available to you way before the media or anyone else is going to give it to you. And, well, my stuff's actually going to happen, whereas none of the stuff they made up happened yet, did it? That's kind of weird, huh? We're still sitting here years later. Still, those people are the experts. The ones that never get anything right and have absolutely no real sources. That sucks. Must suck not to have a real source. But F them. We're going to roll right through them just like we're about to with these customers tomorrow. Sell some windows, talk some free agency. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So I hope to see you then. I hope you have a great rest of your night. If you need me, all you got to do is reach out. Here for every single one of you as you are for me. And I've been having some great conversations today, as I told you. Had a great one yesterday with my cousin Jalen. Reach out, man. I'm always here for you guys. Sometimes it's great just to get some things off your chest. And I know we live in a world where men aren't supposed to feel or women are supposed to just do it. Don't listen to anybody. They're all idiots that are miserable. I'm here for you. I love you. We got this. Go Birds. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Share. Subscribe. Become a member. Join the family. Anything you can do to support this channel, I can't thank you enough. But have yourselves a great rest of your night. And until next time, well, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now, sickos. Go Birds!